What's good, guys?
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. You little dumb ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
What's good, guys? I hope everybody's having a great day today. It's the first day of December, and today I am doing these I don't fuck with you readings, all right? So in these readings is a little bit different. For me, it's more to tell my story, you know, how I became who I am, why I chose the path that I chose. And it has a lot to do with the way I was brought up, the people around me, the relationships that I chose to have. Everything that makes you, comes from, how you were brought up, who raised you, the type of friends you had. Everything is connected, guys. So we're looking at, this is my way of kind of, everybody likes to run their mouth about me. So this is my way of, telling my side of the story. And I'm going to do it with the tarot. It's not just coming straight from me. I'm going to pull these cards, and it's going to tell the story of, how I got to be who I am, and the players involved. So in this week, I am focusing on family matters, all right? So in these family matter readings, we're going to look at parental figures, siblings, even children. Even children. I have gotten to the point in my life where I am not going to hold back for anyone. So that includes people that I used to call family, all right? So I'm going to start off, guys, with one of these angel wisdom, sorry guys, one of these angel wisdom tarot cards to get a message when we're talking about the people that I have around me. So I'm going to start off with the head of the household, my father. All right, we're going to get one message. What message does Spirit have for the man I call father? All right. What can Spirit tell us? And I'm going to go through exes, even their family members, because a lot of their families, they caused me a lot of grief, a lot of stress, a lot of heartache. With their deception, their lies. And I was very loving and caring towards these people. And I gave them great advice. I was there for people when all people did was manipulate me, use me, betray me, Oh my God, there's a lot coming out. So I'm going to be focusing on that today. All right, guys? So, what message does Spirit have for the man that I called father? I grew up in a very religious household. My father was a pastor, is a pastor, and a lot of how I was raised, centered around that. So let's get started. So as you can tell, coming from a very Christian home, it was not, doing something like this was not acceptable. And when I decided to focus on doing tarot, I did it for me. I did it because it helped me understand what it was that I needed to change within my own life. And if anything, it brought me closer to God, if you will. I understand God better. I learned more about my spirituality and my beliefs by doing tarot than I did growing up in a church, in a Christian household, going to church all the time and having a pastor as a father and a mother who, We'll get into her next. Okay, so the first card we have is ego. Ego, this is the message for the man I called my father. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation, then make choices that support your path to happiness. Okay, addictions or unhealthy habits. That's ego. And I will say there was a lot of ego in the dynamic that I had with this man. Yeah, anytime I had anything that I felt like I didn't, anytime I voiced my concerns about anything, I was told to shut up and to know my place, pretty much. What I had to say, how I felt, didn't matter. And so for a long time, I kept quiet, you know. I bit my tongue, and it didn't help that when when I would, you know, go to my mother would tell me to do the same. She was very complacent in allowing him to kind of be that authority figure that just, you know, controlled everybody. And she pretty much told me, shut up and listen. I was not, and this is why I had a lot of issues with my family, because I'm just, that's just not my spirit. My spirit is like, yo, if I see something unjust, if I see something that I don't agree with, I'm gonna voice it. And for a long time in my life, they try to silence me. When I would walk into their home, that's how I was always greeted with, oh, it's the black sheep. Hello, black sheep. That's how I was greeted every time I walked into their home by my father. And then we have balance card. The balance card. This says, blending ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. Successful compromise. The power of diversity. Self-control. Patience. And balance. This is probably Spirit's advice. You know, this is the problem. The ego is the problem. The advice is to try and bring balance into your life. So, you know, I might I might be trying to like tell everybody, you know, what they did to me, but Spirit's like, yeah, but we're also going to give them some advice, because we want people to be whole and within themselves, right? All right, so I'm going to start by pulling some tarot, and then we'll break it down. All right? What does Spirit have to say in regards to the man that I called father? What does Spirit have to say about the man that I called father? What do I need to know? Because there are secrets. There are secrets that they've been holding from me, you know? And so not only am I going to find out what these secrets are, but you guys get to witness it, right? You paid good money for this. All right. What messages does Spirit have? I really went into this not really knowing how it was going to play out. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Every time I try to prep for something like this, it just doesn't go the way I had hoped. That's a lot, Spirit. Okay, one more time, please. Can I just start off with a few cards? Just a few cards. I get overwhelmed with too many cards because it's a lot of information to break down, okay? So what can you tell us about this ego card? We're going to look into this. The ego. Again, the illusion of being trapped, accepting responsibility for your situation. Okay, the first two cards. We have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the Eight of Cups talks about walking away, right? The Eight of Cups talks about walking away. The Five of Pentacles talks about, you know, worry. Okay. Withdraw. You're worried about somebody walking away. You're worried about someone's withdrawal. And then we have the Five of Cups. It's like you're worried about, like, let's break these down before we go any farther, okay? We have the Eight of Cups, which talks about walking away, right? Withdraw, retreat, abandoning. Someone's moving on. Someone's moving on from being in this, and it's me. We're talking about me. You know, the man that I called father is worried that I am withdrawing, retreating from this family dynamic. Why? Because this family left me isolated. They isolated me. They isolated me. Like I said, when I would walk into their home, when I, for, holidays or something, or, even just showing up at their house, this is how I was greeted. Like, oh, it's the black sheep. Hello, black sheep. They wanted me to feel alone. He wanted me to feel isolated. And then there was a lot of conflict surrounding this environment, feeling abandoned and unloved. Okay. What was the Five of Pentacles about? We have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, it talks about isolation, isolating me. While being deceptive and acting like, oh, I'm, this man of God. What else can you tell us? It was deception. I always had a problem with they forced me to go to church, none of my other siblings had to go. No one else was forced to go, but I was a grown-ass adult, I had my own kids, I had my own family, my own home, but they always, well, you have to be at church, and I never understood why, and I remember telling them, my parents, that God wouldn't bless that place at church, it never really grew. And I remember telling, the last time I spoke to this man was October. In October, it was a year that this past October, that was a year since the last time I spoke to him. I remember the last time I spoke to him, it ended up kind of very, very ugly. He kicked me out of the house and told me I wasn't welcome back because I was calling him out on his shit, right? And I remember telling him, that's why God would never bless your church. God wasn't going to bless something that was evil and wicked. Why? Because somebody was deceptive, acting like, I'm this man of God, I'm divinely guided, but the truth is he wasn't. What else can you tell us, Spirit? Yeah, this Knight of Cups is just somebody who's, very charming. Try to be very charming, but trying to convince people that, again, that they were, convince people that they could see clearly. The High Priestess talks about, the High Priestess to me also talks about a connection, a divine connection with God, but no, behind the scenes there was a lot of conflict. Probably with the home, in the home, even with the wife, and that's true. That's what we witnessed growing up. I didn't ever see this man. I never saw this man, physically abuse my, the person I called mother. I never saw that. But when there's conflict, when a situation is not healthy. What else can you tell us? Hold on, guys. That was too many. Let me shuffle these again. I'm not taking all those. Okay, move on. Oh, Spirit's like, no, move on. Okay, that's what we were looking at. This is me. This person, that's me walking away from this situation, right? Why? Because this man had me feeling like this, isolated. This person wanted me to feel alone and isolated. Why? Because he didn't like that I would talk. Yeah, he didn't like that I was so strong. He didn't like that. He didn't like that I would speak the truth, and it would bring like, you know, I was trying to bring balance and justice into a situation. He didn't like that. So he, you know, I had to they had to isolate me, get rid of me. Let's see what this five of cups is talking about. This is talking about feeling unloved, abandoned. That's what's standing out to me. You know, how this man up here is like yelling at this other person. This other person like, I don't hear you, I don't hear you. That's kind of how it was. You know, I would always get my ass chewed out, like, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're, you know. And I'm just like, I don't hear you, I don't hear you, I don't hear you, I can't, like, you know. It was a coping mechanism for me to try to block out what they had to say, because it was just like break my spirit if you know. We have the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who is very nurturing, very loving. Spirit. Yeah, this is a person that's moving away. This is the person that's walking away. Walking away. Because of all this conflict. Because of all this conflict, they're, you know, I'm moving away to find my happiness and to find a situation that is balanced, that is fair. What else do we need to know? This situation was like a prison. It had me trapped, you know, unable to see clearly, you know, because this is your family, you know, and this is what they were really big on, keeping secrets. Yeah, they wanted people to think that this was a happy, loving, fulfilling home. Because I can't tell you how many times people are like, oh, you're so lucky, you have such great parents. Because both of my parents are still together. They're still together. But just because parents are together doesn't mean that it's a happy, healthy home life. That's why I tell people, you know, don't think that staying for your kids is the best thing you can do for your children, because it's really not. You know, your children can pick up on that energy. But they wanted people to think that they were, you know, this was some healthy, functioning family. This was a family that was divinely protected and divinely guided by God. Spirit's like, that's foolishness. even Spirit's saying, yeah, no, you ain't fooling nobody. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else, Spirit, that you? Okay. So we were looking into the ego card, right? So this was the ego. This was ego. What is this? Yeah, there's deception. There is deception. What is this deception? Because it says addictions or unhealthy habits. What is this Seven of Swords? That's what I was going to look into. Three of Cups and the Lovers. There could have been someone else involved. So this man was not faithful to his wife, even though that's what they preached. What is this? Three of... the Three of Cups. It's like every time there would be, because there was a lot of conflict in this. And remember, this came out to clarify. I believe it was the Empress. That's the wife, right? So every time there was a conflict, there he would go with someone else, just, you know, offering his cup of love. What's the Lovers? What can you tell us about the Lovers? He stayed in the situation for show. They weren't happy. And I could tell you that. They weren't happy together. But they because they were the head of the house, head of the church, you know, they had to put on this facade that we're this, you know, caring, loving family. But the truth is, he was given, you know, this love had him feeling trapped. If you're not happy, leave. Why make other people miserable? Yeah, if there's conflict, these ones came out again. If you're feeling trapped and not sure how to get out of it, why not just leave instead of causing heartache for other people? So there could have this could have been something that's been going on for a long time, you know, messing around with other people. What can you tell us? What else can you tell us about this? What else can you tell us about this? What else can you tell us about this? Hold on, guys. Okay, so we're talking about, sorry guys, I want to say something. Okay, we're talking about making a change in direction when it's talking about, you know, the lovers and the Three of Cups. You know, again, Spirit's saying if you're not happy, leave. Because this card talks about, where is it? The ego card. The ego card. It says, accept responsibility for your situation and make the choices that support your path to happiness. Like, if this relationship isn't happy, then why stay in it? For show? Who are you trying to impress? With your fucking miserable in your own goddamn life. Let's look into this balance card. Spirit's saying, the power of diversity. Like, you know, it's always been this my way or the highway kind of mentality. And that's what's kept you trapped. Your ego has you thinking that it's my way or the highway, and no other voices matter. And all right then. Because, you know, if you would have allowed me to speak, I would have told you, hey, if you're not happy, leave. Because I already knew that the woman I called mother wasn't happy. And I even told her, like, why do you stay if you're not happy? Oh, you know what she told me? I've made peace with my misery. And that's the last time I spoke to her. You know, I told her, if that's what you choose, then that's what you choose. But I'm not going to stick around and watch you be miserable, because when you're miserable, you bring me down. And if that's what you're choosing, then that's what you choose. But I don't choose that. And I choose to be away from people like you. Honestly, that's what I told her. What is the self-control? What is the self-control? What does Spirit want to say with the self-control? Okay, we got the Hermit. Learning to master your emotions. You know, you were very, this person, my man I called father, he was very angry, very, you know, impulsive. And the last time I talked to him, like, he got right in my face. Like, you could tell he wanted to hit me because I was calling him out on his shit. He's like, you're going to accept me for who I am? And I'm like, please tell me, who are you then? Tell me the truth of who you are then. And he like got right in my face. Like, he wanted to hit me, but he didn't. He wanted me to swing on him first. And that's why Spirit's like, you need to learn to master yourself. You hide from your emotions. You hide from who you really are. You want people to see you a certain way, but you don't want them to see your real face. You don't have any self-control. You know, you're very impulsive and very angry, and you have a bad temper. And, you know, I remember your wife used to tell me, oh, you're just like your father, and blah, 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 because I was angry too. Hell yeah, I was angry. I was fucking miserable in my own family. The place that I was supposed to find comfort and refuge is the place that created, like, made me hate life. We got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse says, like, release, escape, get out of this situation if it's not making you happy. Self-control. Okay. And we have the Emperor. The Emperor is the father figure. What do you have to say to the Emperor, Spirit? What do you have to say? This patience and balance, self-control. What do you have to say about to the Emperor? Victory. 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 What is this victory? Okay. If you get the strength to get out of that situation of, I don't know how to move forward, I don't know if I should. It's saying you know, end that cycle that you're not happy in and start a new cycle. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, guys. What are you worried about? Why are you worried about leaving? Why are you worried? Oh, okay. See, and this is, no. You're worried about the wife finding someone else new. You're cool with moving on and doing your own thing, but you want that person to stay miserable without you. Alone and miserable. That's not how it works. You go and chase after you're happy, and whatever she does is none of your goddamn business. Your religion is what's keeping you stuck. Your belief, your religion is what's keeping you trapped. You don't think, oh, I can't. You know, it goes against our beliefs. God is not a God of misery. God is not a God of chaos and unhappiness. And you know, that's not what God is about. God is about peace, love, and harmony, balance. That's why you haven't been able to find God. If you can't find balance within yourself, you're never going to find God. Never. That's just what it is. You can go to church all you want. That ain't going to make a goddamn difference. Spirit's laughing at me. Goddamn difference. Spirit's like, are you using my name in vain? Yes, Spirit, I did. God damn it. Spirit's awesome, man. If you connect to God, if you really connect to God, you're going to see Spirit doesn't have a stick up his ass. Its ass, whatever. Spirit's a loving, peaceful, it brings balance and harmony. And the only way you can find God is not by going to church every Sunday, going to Bible study every Wednesday or whenever people do it. To find God, you have to clear out the garbage that you have hidden deep inside of you. And that's why people never find God. That's why even the most faithful of Christians are still miserable. They might have all the money. They might have, you know, this ideal life to everybody else. Because remember, everybody's like, oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. And I'm like, yeah, right. If you only knew what happened behind the scenes. But I hid those secrets. Why? Because this was my family. I'm not doing that anymore. The truth is the truth. And honestly, it's like people want to dig up shit on me. It's like there's nothing to dig up. I'll be more than willing to put it out there. Why? Because I have nothing to hide. I've done my shit, but I understand why I did my shit. Now it's time for you to understand why you did the shit you did. Just to look at the stuff that has been hidden, the stuff that has been keeping you trapped in this stagnant position where all you've been doing is feeling beat up. In order for you to do that, you have to look at all the stuff that has been hidden, all the stuff from your past, because your past affects the people around you, because you don't know how to, because all you want to do is be cruel with your words and controlling. And no, if you want to have victory, if you want to have victory, you have to fight those demons. You have to fight the demons that you've been hiding. That's what Spirit's saying. All right. Well, that one was for the father figure in my life. And yeah, if you want balance in your life, you need to fight that devil, which is your ego. All the stuff that you've hidden within yourself, all that stuff that you don't want to look at, that's coming from your ego. And you, not only have you failed to address the traumas and the demons in your own life, but you projected that onto other people, to your relationship, to your children, especially to me. You made me feel like the outcast. And there's probably a reason for that, and we're gonna get into that. I'm pretty sure there's more things that have been hidden, but that's for you to deal with. And this is just a message that Spirit has for you. All right. I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, we're going to continue on. We are looking into the mother figure. So we're going to start off by getting one of these Angel of Wisdom tarot cards to get a message for the person that I called Mother. And we're going to see. Okay, we're starting off the messages from Spirit. We have the Nine of Fire. This is the Nine of Wands. With this card, it says protect what you have created. Be prepared. Never give up. Ask your angels for help. And then we got the Seven of Water, which is the Seven of Cups. This says make a choice. Stop procrastinating or over-analyzing. Get clarity on what you desire and move forward. Okay. So there's you know, you have created, you know, you've created your own, you know, when protect what you have created. So protect your money, protect what it is that you've worked hard for, because you have. I won't lie, you are a very hard worker. You are so it's saying to protect that, okay? Anyways, it says to be prepared, because there are going to be changes in your life. If you're gonna not to give up, you're gonna need to ask the divine. You're gonna need to ask your angels for help, because these changes are big changes. But it's up to you. Spirit saying it is completely up to you. Stop over analyzing this situation. Once you get clarity on what it is that you want in regards to this Emperor, you'll be able to move forward. Okay. So let's start looking into this. Yeah. Okay. So remember, guys, these readings are for my family dynamics. So when I'm talking about a person, it's the energies between that person and myself. Okay. And I see myself as the High Priestess. I am the High Priestess. And this person, me, I'm bringing in a tower moment in their lives because of the judgment calls that I'm making. They don't like that. All right, let's see. What does Spirit have to say. All right, guys. I'm going to start off by saying this. You know, I came from a very Christian household, right? The people that I called my parents, they were very angry and they kind of disowned me. I was never welcome back in their home once they realized what it was that sorry guys, I need a little bit more light in here. I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't know. Okay, so when I started doing all this, it was like very they saw it as, oh, you're the devil. Oh, God, I'm sorry guys, I don't know if I like that. I can't really tell. Hopefully it's not too distracting. I was seen as the devil, right? Oh, you know, I can't believe you're doing that stuff. It goes against God, is what they used to tell me. This woman, she used to go every year to visit her family in Mexico, and then that kind of stopped, and I asked why, and they're like, oh, because I don't like that your grandmother, she goes and gets her cards read. She told me that they were into this stuff, and she didn't like it. My family, they are, as much as they want to talk shit about me doing this shit, my family's full of witches. You know, I come from a line of witches. They do this kind of stuff. And there's good and there's bad. There is. And when she started saying that, oh, I don't want to be around that, I don't believe in that, blah, 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 right? But then the magician in reverse came out. When it's upright, the magician who is upright is a co-creator. They manifest, they can create their reality. Yeah, through energy work. That's what a magician is. That's what spell work and witchcraft is. It's just energy work. That's all. And everybody does it. Knowing it or not, everybody can do it. When it comes in reverse, it's somebody who does dark magic to keep people bound. Paired with the Seven of Swords, this is somebody who does work to manipulate and deceive, and you know that this is not a good energy. And we're talking about the person that I called mother. Remember, she was claiming that she didn't want to be around her family because they did this, but the truth is she was doing this herself. Why? Remember, we're talking about this person and myself. And it was because, I was trying to move away. I wanted to get away from this family dynamic to find my own fulfillment. And they didn't want that to happen because they had this facade to keep up. That we're this... Yeah, we had this facade... Yeah. They had this facade to keep up, right? That, you know, the Hierophant is a religious institution, religious leader. That, you know, they had this facade to keep up, that we're this happy Christian family. That's the facade. And it was like, oh, well, if this person leaves to find their own happiness, you know, we're going to be in some trouble. So what did this person do? They resorted to doing evil things. Why? Because this couldn't happen. They didn't want this to happen. It was going to cause a tower moment in their life, and they didn't want that. She didn't want that. So this is what she did. All right, Spirit, what do you have to say? What else do you have to say? Yeah, this person was very cruel. Cruel. What else, Spirit? Two of Wands. They knew that this choice that I would make would leave them in this state of I mean, the Nine of Wands talks of, oh, walk away and put up boundaries. That's what it's saying. Keeping and maintaining boundaries, keeping healthy boundaries. That's why this person was trying to be cruel to their child. They had to cut this person from making a change in direction when it came to my life. They had to stop that. They had to stop that from happening. How did they do it? Oh, we got the Six of Pentacles. They never gave to me. They did. Don't get me wrong. Like they did help me, but it came with at a cost. You know, it was never like they wanted to help me. It came with shame and embarrassment. Like, you know, they gave me the bare minimum and they hid the rest. Like they could have helped me more, but they didn't. They didn't. And you know, this was a theme throughout my life with my sister, my two brothers. They were always more than willing to help them. They were always more than willing to help them. But when it came to me, it was shame and embarrassment and, you know, this ridicule attached to receiving any kind of help from them. I always equated receiving help with, you know, I always felt like a dog with his tail between his legs, you know. Oh, I need some help. And that's why I just kind of learned how to just be more independent, because I hated having to ask for help. I hated it. Yeah, they gave me the bare minimum when they could have given. They had more. They had more that they could have given, and they gave me the bare minimum. It was money, it was emotions, it was support. They gave me the bare minimum. This woman gave me the bare minimum. And when she did give it to me, there was shame attached to it. And now she's like trying to hide her face. I don't want to look at myself. Let me hide behind, you know, this facade of, you know, we're this happy, stable person. She was cruel. She was cruel. Why? Because she wanted to keep me in this state. She was miserable. Yeah, she did. She was miserable because she probably knew what was going on in her relationship. She knew what was going on, and she was like, it's another, you know, like the father figure, you know. She was miserable, so she made the people around her miserable, mostly me. I really don't know so much about my siblings. It didn't seem like they got what I got, you know, or, you know, she didn't want me to go off and be happy. It's almost like she wanted me to be in this energy of, yeah, oh my God. Got 3 cards here. Got the 7 of Pentacles. It's like this person wanted me to be in this state of you know, lack. You know, they could give me more, but they didn't. They gave me the bare minimum. It was like they wanted me to be like they're asking, please, 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 I need your help. They want not only that, but they loved this person. My mother, she loved the conflict. She loved to argue. She just liked to have me in that state of, you know, heartache. She caused heartache in my home. How she actually got other people to go against me. My children. She was trying to create chaos and conflict in the home life that I was trying to, you know, start somewhere new. Why? The Star. Didn't want that new passionate beginning that I wanted to go after. Again, these two popped out. I put the cards back These two popped out again. This conflict, the arguments, trying to move away from that. Again, trying to move away from that. She's trying to hide that she was trying to stop. She was trying to stop any forward movement when it came to my life. She made that decision to be cruel and manipulative to her child. What else do I need to know about her? Yeah, we got the devil and the judgment. Judgment's being called on this devilish behavior. The truth about this partnership, her husband. Is gonna, oh, okay, Spirit's saying, I don't know, she knew, maybe she did, I don't know. The truth about what was going on is gonna require strength from her. Why? Because she's gonna have to hold on to whatever little bit of money that she has. Remember, she was trying to keep other people in that state of needing her. And now this is karma. This is a state of now, that's why Spirit's saying, ask your angels for help, never give up. Because you're going to need to hold on to, be prepared. Yeah, be prepared. Be prepared. It's going to require strength. Why? Because you're going to have to start somewhere new. You're going to have to start somewhere new, and you're nervous about that. That's why you stayed in the situation. Because you depended on other people to take care of everything. It was like, I don't know. There was devilish behavior in the home that you created. And now judgment's being called for all the heartache that you brought. Yep. That's what it's saying. What else do you need this woman to know, Spirit? What else do you need this woman to know? What else do you need her to know? What else do you need her to know? We got the mother figure, the Empress. The Emperor came out in the last reading that I just did to make it a point. This is who I'm talking to. The Empress is the mother. There is a third party. Whatever love that this person is giving you, this husband, it's empty. There's no love in it. If anything, this situation causes more burdens. Anything else, Spirit, that this person needs to know? Make a change in direction in your life. When it comes to your life, there's a need for change. Make a change in direction if you want to find your happiness. There's a change that needs to happen if you want to find your happiness. You need to take that leap of faith. Because you've gotten caught. People see that you've gotten caught. People see you for who you really are. And that's going to keep you in and because of what you did, you're going to be in this state of worry, isolation, lack. You're not going to know what to do. So this is going to be a time where you're going to have no choice but to call on the Most High to help you. I hope your faith is strong, because you're going to really need it. God isn't, everybody always seeks God when they're in trouble, and God is always going to be there. But when you're on top, when you're doing well, and everything in life seems like, even if you're not happy, you have a nice home, you have money, you can, you have all this stuff, and so you think you're riding high, and then you think, oh, you're better than other people, and because of that, now your money, you're not sure what's going to happen with your stability, because this Emperor might walk away from the home life, and you're going to go from having it all, having that money, to being depressed and sad because you don't have it anymore. And the reason is because you did what you did. You know, this is karma. This is karma. Because you gave the bare minimum when somebody really... It's like you kick people when they were down. It brought you joy to do that. Because you were miserable. Yeah, your child is bringing in that tower moment for you. It's like the end. It's over. It's over. All you can do is seek guidance and forgiveness from... Ask God. Ask God. Because now you're in this position where like, oh my God, you know, what am I going to do about my money, my stability? What am I going to do? When you do evil to people, it comes right back. That's the truth. Spirit's like, that's the truth. What else do you need this person to know? You're going to be juggling a lot because of your devilish behaviors. You're going to have... It's going to... Okay, hold on. The devil's like right behind you. It's the devil sneaking up on you. And in this card, I don't know if you see... She has a devil, like the devil in her back pocket. People didn't know that you were, you know, you were doing this kind of stuff to harm other people, to keep other people stagnant and stuck and dependent on you. Not realizing that, you know, while you thought you had the devil in your back pocket, the devil was really creeping up behind you. And you didn't, yeah. Now you're there's a lot of grief about this third party. You might have not known. You should have known, because I've warned you about this, so you should have known. So don't act like it's such a big surprise. You and your husband even ganged up on me. Yeah, you ganged up on me, and because I was trying to bring to light what was happening in the dark, what was you know, the things that were being hidden. I try to bring clarity to this mother figure, right? So don't act like it's such a shocker. I just had to say that. All right, Spirit, anything else? What else? Burdens. What about these burdens? What about these burdens, Spirit? Yeah, okay. We got the King of Swords in reverse. This is, you were emotionally manipulative. You were abusive. You were cruel. Corrupt. I'm hearing corrupt. And then we have the Sun in reverse. This is delayed gratification, temporary depression, waiting, like, just like your happiness is, yeah. And then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. This is like an unstable home life. This is instability in the home life. Then we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is like problems with authority. It could have been problems in your marriage. You had problems with this authority figure in your relationship, and that's what caused this home to be imbalanced, unstable. And because of that, it wasn't a happy situation. And because of this misery that you were sitting in, these burdens that you were sitting in, you were very manipulative and corrupt. You know? And I'm hearing con man, like you're conning people into thinking that you're this great loving person, when in reality you were really cruel. Anything else that she needs to know before I let her go? We have the Page of Pentacles. This is a child. This is a child that's working towards something. This work. Oh. Okay. So this child that's working, they've been working, building something. This child, me, I've been working to build something, right? Because I haven't had that support from you. I didn't have that support, so I had to learn how to be independent on my own, work to build something on my own. Whatever it is that I'm building, it is going to bring me happiness. No matter how much you try to stop it, it will bring that wish fulfillment. And for you, these secrets that are being, you know, I always see this as like, you know, putting on a show, you know, putting on the show is going to cause this, whatever you built to come crashing down. It's the end. It's over. No more hiding. No more hiding. Spirit's like, no more hiding. Yeah. This High Priestess. What about the High Priestess? This High Priestess that this person that it's like you tried to end them. You tried to end whatever it is that they were building by using, by manipulating the energy and creating conflict around in the home. Again, I will say, you know, this person, this woman, she even tried to get my children against me. My siblings, she tried to get my siblings, turn my siblings against me. She tried to turn my children against me. And because of that, judgment is being called on you. Judgment is being called on you for the conflict, for the conflict that you tried to create in my life. All because you were miserable. All because you were trapped and unable to find your way out of a very depressing and miserable situation. You tried to create conflict in other people's lives. That was hidden. And now judgment's being called on you. And yeah, that tower, your money, your whatever it was that stability that you build is coming crashing down. That's why this card is saying, the nine of fire is saying, be prepared. Protect what the little bit that you've built, because it's going to come crashing down. Be prepared for that. It's going to require you some strength, and it's going to require you to rebuild. It's going to be slow going, but you're going to have to rebuild your life because you try to destroy mine. Yeah, you brought heartache. You brought heartache. You try to pretend that you were loving and caring, but you brought heartache. You try to pit people against each other. You can't do that. Not without consequences. Again, the Magician and the Knight of Swords. This is someone who's very cruel. You were manipulating. This dark energy that you were working with was spoken words. The things that you said. You could have been gossiping and lying about. Yeah, you were trying to end it. You were trying to kill whatever it was that I was building. What's going to be her outcome, Spirit? Eek. Yeah, you were trying to you were trying to kill my happiness, whatever it was that I was working for. You were trying to kill it for me. were trying to cut out whatever it was, and you try to manipulate the situation by giving me the bare minimum financial support, the emotional support, any kind of loving support that I needed from a mother figure. You gave me the bare minimum. Why? Because you could have seen, why did I get that? Why did I get that, Spirit? I want to even say, try to kill me. You tried to kill me. How? How did that happen? How did she try to do that? Why? Because she cheated? I want to, man. I'm just saying what I got. Look at this card. This person, this guy is trying to stomp on the little one. Trying to kill this child, right? This is the death card. Trying to kill this child. I was thinking it was, yeah. Oh. Why was she trying to kill me? Why did she attempt this? Probably because there was some deception that was going on surrounding this home life, this family dynamic. I remember one time she told me that when so I have one older sister, then it's me, and then I have two younger brothers. So I remember she had told me one time, she had made a comment that when the third child, which is the younger brother, the one that came after me, when he was born, I remember she had made a comment saying that when he came out looking like her, because my mother, me, and this brother, we look alike, right? And then the other two siblings look more like the man that I call my father. She had told me when he came out looking like her, that he was relieved, that my father was relieved. Why? Because it could have been that I was not his child, and he wanted another child that kind of looked like her, so it wouldn't damage the it wouldn't damage the family's identity, if you will. Like, oh, that child doesn't look like you, that kind of thing. I look like her, so I don't know why it would be a big deal. But that never left my mind. I was always like, what did that mean? Because, it could have been that I wasn't just, maybe this man I called my father really wasn't my father. And that's why she tried to kill me. Wow. I kind of knew that, but I wasn't I never really pulled cards. I had dreams about it. What can you tell me about that? Is that true, Spirit, about... Spirit's like, yep, that's the truth. There was someone else involved, whoever that man was, and that had her worried. So she was trying to find a different way, a change in direction when it came to, this child, change in direction, and the mother figure. She wasn't sure how to, she didn't want to be left alone, because she already had my sister, and then there was me. And this truth is like, oh shit, if they find out that this kid isn't his, if he finds out this kid isn't his, you know, that's, if this truth comes out, he's going to leave me and leave me in this state of, oh, I don't know what to do. Stuck, trapped. I was asking Spirit, is that true? And the King of Swords came out. The King of Swords is like speaking truth about this third party. So this man, that man that I called father, probably isn't even my father. Wow. This is like I said, somebody was hiding, and that's why she did what she did. Like, give me the bare minimum. It was like, I don't care about this kid. See, I love you. I love our kids. I don't love this kid, and that's why she gave me the bare minimum. She gave me the fucking bare minimum. And not only that, but she tried to turn my own children against me. She did. She was successful in turning at least one of them. And she was trying to hide from that. Wow. Like I said, I kind of already knew that, but, you know, this is just, you know, like I said, you know, I knew, but I didn't really want to pull cards on it. And even when I did try a couple times, but it just wasn't coming through. Like I said, everything comes in divine timing. Sometimes Spirit's like, it's not the time yet. It's not time for you to know this yet. And so, yeah, keeping, you know, Spirit's like, I had to keep you trapped for your own good, you know, because, you know, justice had to come in. And, you know, it was almost like if they took something from me, it was like, Spirit was like, let them try and sneak off before I come in and bust them for what they were doing, because they think they're gonna get away with it. They think they're gonna get away with it. They think they're gonna have this happily ever after. But yeah, they're gonna get caught. They're gonna get caught for the decisions that they made, these devilish behaviors that they did. Yeah. Wow. All right, guys. That's what I have for the mother figure. The woman I once called mother. Yep. All right, guys. We're going to move on to the next one, all right? So, if you don't want to go on, this is where I leave you. If not, we'll see you. All right, guys. We are looking into the next person in my family, which is my sister. My sister. You know, I'm not sure what's going to come through, because my sister always, you know, she seems very sweet to me. You know, she did help me out a lot, but, you know, dealing with one of her children, I'm starting to realize that, you know, just because someone's sweet doesn't mean that they're always genuine. So I don't want to say anything just yet, even though I already kind of did. We're going to get a couple messages. That's too many. A couple messages from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. And then we're going to break them down with the regular tarot, okay? Let's see. One message, please. We got Justice. Justice, and then we got we got what, only the Justice card fell out, and then we have the Moon at the bottom, and then under that we have Release. So I'm going to look into those, okay? But we're going to start off with the Justice card. The Justice says, be impartial and objective, stand up for what you believe, try to see all sides of the situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. So it's like, again, we're doing family matters, so it's kind of like I hate to say it, like airing out family's dirty laundry, right? And it's like, you're going to be in this position where I don't know who to believe, okay? So it says be impartial and objective, okay? Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all the sides of the situation. You will win. You'll come out on top if you come from a place of integrity. And then the Moon at the bottom, it says, listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry, let go of your fears, revelations that will make everything clear. So these are things that you did not know, because the Moon also talks about things that are hidden, right? All right, Spirit. What message do you have? What is this? What is my sister? Why are you telling her to try to see all sides of the situation? You're trying to make a decision about this home life. You know, you're trying to make up your mind. You know, you're trying to make up your mind about this. You know, surrounding the home environment. And it could have been that you depended so much on your parents, you know, to guide you. You believed everything that you believed they're your parents. Why would they try to, you know, lead me down the wrong path? Why? Because they see you as like foolish. You couldn't be trusted with the truth. They saw you as a fool. She's foolish. She can't be trusted with the truth. Guys, I flipped my cards. Okay. All right, so they saw you as, let's be real, they saw you as foolish. So they're like, you know, they're trying to hide these secrets from you because they knew that you couldn't be trusted. Like you're reckless with you know, you tell people too much. I will say that. You don't know what to keep to yourself and what you know what is appropriate to speak. And so, and you know, so they were like, they, you know, if we have to hide the truth from you, because if you knew the truth, you would just, you know, you would run your mouth. And remember, they were trying to keep these things a secret. Okay. What else does she need to know? Oh. What else does she need to know, Spirit? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they okay. The Page of Pentacles is like a troublemaker. Is, you know, somebody who has difficulties at school. You know, they saw you as unable to care for yourself. You just couldn't, you know, your work, you couldn't help yourself. So that's how they kept you in line. They gave to you, right? They gave to you. They made you very codependent on themselves. Yeah, they had you codependent on them, because it's like, if we give her money, if we support her, you know, this will keep her in line. This will keep her in line. Wow. She won't question us. She'll side with us. Yeah. These parents are very manipulative, emotionally manipulative. They abuse their power. Why? They want to keep you stuck because they don't see you as capable of taking care of yourself. They don't see you capable of taking care of yourself. So they're like, if we keep her in this codependent state, we can manipulate her, and we can, you know, we can abuse our power over her, and she'll never see the truth. Because again, look at this card. She's blindfolded. She can't see. They wanted you not to be able to see the truth. So how do they do that? They manipulated you by keeping you codependent on them. Because the moment you question them, or you will go against their authority, they withdraw their money, and they're like, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I depend on that money. Yeah, but they were giving you the bare minimum too. They gave you the bare minimum. Just hold on. Oh. They were, okay, so it was almost like, I want to say, if they gave you money, they could buy your loyalty. but they couldn't tell you all the truth. They couldn't tell you the whole truth. This mother was keeping a secret about this third party. That was kept her very worried. She didn't want you to find out about this. Yeah. All right. What else does she need to know? What else does she need to know? What else does she need to know? Yeah, they were deceiving you. They were deceiving you about this father figure, you know, the truth about this father figure, the truth about about me. You know, the truth about this kid, the deception that this person really wasn't the father. Anything else? The Ace of Swords came out again in reverse. The Ace of Swords is like poor judgment, dishonesty. They were dishonest. And then we got the King of Pentacles. What's the King of Pentacles? We got the the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune not in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. The King of Pentacles is a provider. And then the Wheel of Fortune is, you know, external changes, good fortune. So there's this King of Pentacles that was a good provider. He might have, Wheel of Fortune, dishonesty about this. Got the Queen of Pentacles. Hold on, I'm gonna have to clarify. And then the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like somebody was stealing. And then we have the Hierophant. This could be talking about like government institutions, like the legal system. So somebody could have stolen, like, okay. So if they were lying to you about this child, right? This child isn't really this person really isn't your sibling. If anything, they had a rich father, maybe, that provided money. And the Wheel of Fortune, this talks about, like, you know, good fortune, having abundance. But the truth is that this mother figure took that money, and now the authorities are going to get involved. So this is future, maybe. Yeah. The High Priestess. The High Priestess sees it all. The High Priestess is also this Queen of Cups. You're gonna have this person's gonna have, you know, their wish fulfillment. Their, you know, something new in their life because of all this that has happened. Somebody was taking money from this other person. And this is the truth. Why is Spirit pulling this out? Because it's saying, be impartial, be objective, stand up for what you believe, try to see all sides of the situation. You know, use your intuition, pay attention, signs from the divine. Let go of your fears. So if your fear was, you know, oh, well, if I go against these people, my parents, they're going to stop giving to me, right? You know, they're going to stop giving me money. But the truth is they are deceptive, and justice is going to come in. So if you're like, I can't go against them, I can't stand, again, this says stand up for what you believe, you know. I think justice, right? If you will win if your position is one of integrity. So if you side with the wrong people, you're gonna struggle too. That's why spirits, yeah, they don't want, you know, whatever they're giving you is the bare minimum. They're not even giving you that much. Yeah, somebody's worried. This tower's coming down. This Queen of Pentacles, the one that could have stolen, is worried that this is, you know, the truth about this third party. The truth about this third party, that this child, this sibling of yours isn't really your sibling. Well, they are, because, you know, you share the same mother, not the same father. That's all. And that's why they outcasted me as the black sheep. Oh, that she ain't important. She ain't important. The truth about this father figure. Wow. The child again. Wow. What else does she need to know before I let her go? What else does she need to know before I let her go? What else does she need to know? If they're trying to tell you that, oh, this person is evil because they do magic, she's a witch. This person, that she's me, I'm co-creating with God, with the universe, with the divine. I am co-creating. I am a loving person. Whether, no matter what they want to tell you and be cruel and lie to you and say, oh, you know, oh, she's this, she's that. The truth is, like, everything that I have, everything that I'm gonna get is because I created this with the divine. I don't care what your people want to tell you. You know, they want to say I've been doing black magic and I'm evil. It's actually your mother doing the black magic to keep me from being able to reach what it is that I've been trying to build. Yeah, got the Magician again, trying to create chaos. This mother of yours was trying to create chaos for the Magician, which is me. You know, they trying to end it. And they give you this little bit of money to keep you in this, yeah, to keep you from seeing the truth and cutting them out. Like, oh, that's really what you were doing? They wanted you to keep, you know, this juggling going, like, you know, I got my parents on this side and my sister on this side, and I don't know. And I know you've been talking shit too. Like, when I was learning how to do health readings, I was trying to do a health reading for you, and you were like laughing at me, and I'm sure you were talking shit too. It's the words that your mother was speaking about me, to keep you in that state of like not being able to see the truth, wanting everybody to go against me. This is a 7 of Wands. Here I am with one wand, and then I have 6 people talking. 6 people. I wonder who those people are. They wanted this kid to be out by themselves. They didn't want anybody to see their side. So that's why they lied and they manipulated you, and they manipulate you through money. If I keep giving this person money, she'll have no choice but to side with us, because she'll be afraid to lose that money, because you're so codependent on them. Yeah, you're trying to hold on to that little bit of money. You're so codependent on them. Spirit's like, that's the damn truth. Death, heartache, home. So me, I'm ending that, and so should you. And that heartache that's been caused in this family dynamic. You should know you moved away. You moved away to get away from this, but you really haven't moved away because you're still depending on them financially. And they know this. They know this. They know that you depend so much on them that you wouldn't turn you just won't. They got you. They got you. They know you're so burdened that you need their help. They bank on you being codependent on them, so you won't question anything. Any final advice for her before I let her go? Spirit. This person that was trying to defend themselves, which was me, I'm gonna have my happiness regardless. And so can you. If you stand up for yourself. If you stand up for yourself and don't allow people to manipulate you, you can have what it is that makes you happy. You'll be able to support yourself financially, but you have to have faith in yourself. When people are codependent, it's because they have no faith. They don't have faith in themselves. They don't, they're fearful. They're fearful to be on their own. Yeah. They're fearful to be on their own. It's saying to move on. If you want hope to return to your life, you need to move on and invest in something else for yourself. You have to make a decision what it is that brings you happiness. It doesn't have to be, so, it's not like you have to be some big superstar. It doesn't have to be that you're like making all kinds of money. You have to go back, it doesn't mean anything. It's just like, find what you love and go after that. Don't let people around you try to control you with their money. You can have your own money if you learn how to move on from a situation that was very disappointing. And you can't like run around telling everybody that your life was so happy, because you left states just to get away from it. So let's be real. All right, follow your passion, follow what it is. Yeah, Spirit say move away from this home environment. It's time for you to move away from it, because you have to move away from the shit that has left you devastated and heartbroken and disappointed. This situation is toxic. This home environment is toxic. So Spirit's saying move away. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna leave this one here. I hope this brought you the clarity that you need. It says let go of your fears. The revelations that will make everything clear. Be impartial and objective and try to see all the sides of the situation. All right, I'm gonna leave that one there. Bye, guys. All right, let's look into other siblings. Let's look into the oldest of the boys. My brother. Let's see what Spirit has to say for the older of the boys. He's my younger brother, but he's the oldest of the boys. Let's see what Spirit has to say about him. What message does Spirit have for him? Okay, we got the Emperor. The Emperor. It says logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of a situation. Accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. And then we have the 8 of Earth, which is the 8 of Pentacles, which says learning all you can about a subject or a career, going back to school, taking a seminar, or finding a mentor, attention to detail, skilled work that you love. Okay, I'm getting a couple things from this, okay? And it's because I think you know why, but we're going to get into this. It's telling you need to be logical. You need to take charge of your situation, to be structured and disciplined. But I'm getting more from the 8 of Pentacles right now. Learning about a subject or career. So like, this brother of mine went to school. He graduated with a business degree. He did. And wanting to, I went to school. I went to school for business. I want to make all this money. But that hasn't happened. Their stability might be coming to an end because this person put on a show. And the reason why this card is really sticking out to me, it's talking about schooling, learning more, right? So he went to school to get his business degree. And here I am struggling with my business. Why? Because my brother who has a business degree didn't want to help me with my business. I had to learn, I had to do everything on my own, mostly because of this mother figure. What can you tell us about this, Spirit? There was a lot of conflict. It was almost like you thought you were stronger than them. And this guy over here, this one right here, I don't know, you can't really see him, but he kind of has like this smirk on his face, like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you while you're down. Like, this is your family, always in conflict. There's never any peace and harmony in this family. And here, it's like it was like you kicking me when I was down. Because you thought you were better, you thought you were stronger, you thought you were, you thought you had a stronger career, business, whatever it was that you're doing. And it was this mother figure that created the division within your own siblings using magic. Oh my God. Wow. When you kick someone when they're down, it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. How is it gonna come bite you back? How is it gonna come bite you in the ass? With your relationship. Again, kicking someone while they're down, this high priestess, which is me. I was in a very bad state. I was very trapped in my situation. And I'm not saying that you're to blame for this, how I got myself into this situation had a lot to do with, having to heal the crap that I had to deal with growing up. And the stuff that happened, the things that I had to endure when I was a kid and growing up, from my parents, from your parents, from my, you guys, from my siblings, it caused a lot of turmoil in my life, and it made me very, very angry. Like, I had nobody that I could depend on, I couldn't count on. And again with this, where did it go? Again with this card, kicking me while I was down. I needed your support, and you just beat me when I was down, already down. And so let's look into this. Let's see what your relationship, what your outcome is for this Lovers. Your money's gonna suffer. Yeah, your money's gonna suffer. Your relationships are gonna suffer because of your cruelty. You want people to see you as this emperor. You want people to see you as, a good father figure, a good, somebody who's logical and supportive, and you can take charge of the situation, that you're a leader. You want people to see you like that, but you're not. You're a child. You're a page. In the family, you're just a page. Like, a page is immature, childish. Can you tell us about the Lovers? Let's look into the Lovers, your partner. And I think we know who I think we all know who I'm talking about. This Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's a dull person. They have anger issues. They're very cold. They're very aggressive. And then we have the Moon in reverse. The Moon in reverse talks about clarity, secrets revealed. So a secret about this Queen of Wands. And then we got the Three of Wands in reverse. Setbacks, no foresight. Somebody who parties too much, somebody who cheats, somebody who gossips. This person brought a lot of chaos in your life. The Temperance in reverse talks about instability, this is very disruptive energy. There's chaos, feeling out of control of your life. you're feeling let down and disappointed because of this Queen of Wands is very greedy. So whatever you had hoped for this relationship is just falling apart. It's all falling apart. You had unrealistic expectations when it came to this relationship. This person is a cheater. She's greedy. She's selfish. She's lazy. She's dull. She's, she's no good. What can you tell us about this, your lover? Let's see if we can get any more information about your lover. Got the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. You're seeing something about this person. You might... Oh, so you're seeing the truth about this reunion. It's like the Six of Cups also talks about reunions, people coming back, having some nostalgia. So you divorced this person. You were like, oh, I want my family back, but you're starting to see the truth about this person. That this person has nothing to offer. You were trying to have a new beginning with this person, maybe even have another baby with this person, but you're starting to realize that there is nothing in it. Like, it was empty. You thought it was, you should have moved away. Now you know. This person is very sexually promiscuous. This person is very sexually promiscuous. Yep. What else can you tell us about this? Ooh. Yeah, this... Oh, really? What can you tell us about this? Okay. Secrets. Okay. Let's start here, and then I'll clarify. What can you tell us about your lover, right? This person with the King of Swords, this is somebody who is a con man or con woman, okay? This person is abusive, and they bribe people. And then with the Fool, like, this person is, they're not only are they corrupt and dishonest, but they're foolish. Secrets about this Queen of Wands is gonna come out surrounding her work. What does she do for work? Oh, okay. What does she do for work? What does she do for work? What does she do for work? What does she really do for work? What are these secrets surrounding her work? Okay. Ah, too many, Spirit. Oh, too many. All right. Okay. All right. Let's break this down. That's a lot. Okay, so the first, I'm talking about work, all right? So these cards have different meanings. The sixes talk about self-employment and in the entertainment industry. So she could be entertaining. This person, again, the Queen of Wands is the one that came out. Okay. This person could work from home. This person works from home. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to clarify this, right? The secrets surrounding work, because the Three of Pentacles talks about your work environment, right? What is the secrets? And then the Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups came out. Six, again, talks about self-employment and the entertainment industry. And then it came out with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, again, is someone who's very sexually promiscuous. So they could be entertaining in the home sexually. They get paid to sleep around. And then we have Justice. They get paid for this. Hold on. Okay. Anything else? Ah, she made good money at it. Oh. No, she thought she was going to make good money, but she got the bare minimum. Yo, really? So you weren't that good at it, huh? What else can you tell us about this? Yo, this is your woman. This is the one you thought you were going to have a new beginning with. Yeah, that's Spirit's like, that's the truth. Every time the King of Swords comes out, it's like someone who speaks truth. That's the truth. This person, they were sexually promiscuous. And here you know, yeah. It might break your heart. It might break your heart. You're like, because you really thought you were going to have a new beginning with this person. But it's like, nah, there's always going to be somebody else involved in your relationship. Obviously, it's her job to have somebody else involved. And those were secrets that were hidden. Wow. See, again, she thought she was going to make good money at it, but no. Like, she thought she was going to make good money. I can make good money doing that because she could be very pretty. The Queen of Wands is someone who's very pretty, sexy. She thought she was, like, because of her looks, she thought she was going to get good money. But the truth is she gets the bare minimum. Like, nah. Like, you're charging me $200? Here's $20. Actually, give me 10 back. Yo, Spirit's talking mad shit today. Anything else about this Queen of Wands, Spirit? And it was all because you try to kick the people that did care about you down when they were out. You went to school to learn how to, you went to school for business. Well, maybe you can help your lover build a business, prostituting. Whatever it is that she does, an escort, a call girl, whatever you call them. You didn't want to help me with my business. Maybe you can help her with hers. Spirit's like, truth. God, I love Spirit, man. Spirit, like, that's why I don't feel bad, like, if my family rejects me, because it's like, Spirit's like, I got you. It's all right. I got you. I got you. How does Spirit got me? He gives me the truth of the situation. Anything else? Yeah. The truth about this devil. The truth about this devil. Yeah. What? Spirit's saying end it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Spirit's saying to end it. This person also does work. Not only does your mother do it, but your partner does too. Yeah, she's worried. She's worried that you're going to go somewhere else. She's worried because of the money. She might depend on you financially. So she's trying to hold on. She's going to be like, no, that's not true. That's not true. Justice is here saying, I'm going to communicate. I'm going to come in with that fucking truth. Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, I put them back. These two pop right back out. Be careful, because she's trying to hold on to you because you offer the stability. She can't make it off of what she does for work. She gets breadcrumbs. She's not good at what she does. She might want to find a different career. Again with the 6. Again, 6s talk about self-employment, the entertainment industry. So you need to move away from that if you want to have victory, because you ain't going to get nothing here. Oh, shit. Anything else? Yeah. Again. Oh, again. Yeah, this person is very sexually promiscuous. They could also be doing sex magic on you to keep you in this... Oh. They could be doing sex magic on you. Again, somebody who's very impulsive, sexually impulsive and promiscuous, you know, getting the bare minimum. Like their career in prostituting didn't turn out the way they had hoped, and so now they're trying to hold on to you. Yo, I wish I could call out names. I should have, man. I said I was gonna do that, but I don't think, you know, I don't think that people, I need to. You know who you are. And so do other people. Yo, that's funny. And it's this is all coming because of the way you behaved. It was because of the way you behaved to me when I needed you. I needed a place to stay. You made me and my son feel like we weren't welcome there. You know, you if anything, you made us feel like a burden when we really needed you, and you kicked us when we were down. And so now your spirit's like, all right, I don't fuck with my children like that. How do you like this? You had a business degree. You had the education. You should have known how to help me get out of this situation, but you didn't want to. You didn't want to. You allowed the people, if anything, you try to kick me when I was down. I was down. I was in this place of I kept getting stabbed in the back, and you just added more to it. You know, I had 9 swords in my back, and you put the 10th one in there. You just kept, yeah. Because of the conflict that you created, now you're going to be stuck in the situation that you're in. You're going to be stuck with these burdens. You're not going to be able to grow whatever it is that you wanted to grow. You're going to be left in this state of lack, poverty, worry, isolation, because of the people that you have around you. The ones that really needed your help, the ones that had actual love for you, you kicked them while they were down, and you went for somebody who only wanted to hold on to you because of what you could give them. For me, it wasn't what can you give me. It was like, help me get out of this situation. Share with me your knowledge. You know, help me strategize. Help me figure out what I need to do to get out of this situation, so I can find my own happiness. How can I have this victory? Help me move away from this situation that I'm in. And all you did was kick me when I was down. You want people to see you like this because you're like, oh, well, I went to school, I have a degree, blah, blah, blah. I'm so great. Not really. Not really. You and your goofy ass Queen of Wands. You know, Spirit's like, the person that you kicked while they were down, they're going to move away from you. They're going to start something new regardless, whether you wanted to, you know, you could have had the opportunity to help them grow something. You didn't want to. This person is going to have the abundance regardless, and they're going to move away from you. And it's not me kicking you while you're down. It was you kicking me while I was down. It's not me kicking you while you're down. I'm just moving away. I'm just like, all right, that's who you are. I don't want to be around it. Laters. And yeah, devil. Because of your devilish behaviors. Because of the devilish people you have in your life. Your parents, your partner. Now you're going to be struggling financially. It's going to affect everything. Yeah, Spirit's like, I'm going to come in quickly. And I'm going to kill whatever happiness that you had. Because you because of what you did. That's, yeah. You might be sad about that. Anything else, Spirit, before I look? Yeah, you're gonna be trapped. So what it's saying is get the clarity about this Queen of Wands, the person, and you know who it is. This person is not as angelic as you might think they are. So it's telling Spirit, saying you need to get the clarity about this Queen of Wands and make a decision on how to go after your happiness, because if not, if you don't do that work, you're going to be very disappointed with how things end up for you. All right. I think I'm going to leave that one there. Hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. All right, we're going on to the next one. This is for the youngest of the children, the baby of the house. We are going to look into that sibling. All right, this is the youngest of the kids. We got the Knight of Water. This is the Knight of Cups. This says romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle. Yeah, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship, situations and topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. I like this card for you. I think this is very fitting for you. You are very introspective. You are fickle. I can't see you as being romantic and flirtatious. I don't know. Maybe your girl would. I don't know. Maybe she's different, but I see you more as introspective, fickle, a lack of balance in a relationship. I see this more as like a lack of balance in your in the family dynamic, and not so much in your love relationship. And it's talking about situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Over Thanksgiving, we had a conversation about this, about going towards something that kind of better suits you for the things that the kind of person that you are. And I think this is a beautiful energy to come out for you, because I don't feel a lot of the stories that I had for everybody else. It was like, I don't get the same energy from you or your partner. And at the bottom of it, we have the Two of Earth, which is the Two of Pentacles. It's saying working too hard or multiple jobs, needing to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. I don't think you have a hard time balancing your budget. You're very, very responsible when it comes to your finances. But you probably do need to have a little bit more fun in your life. But these are readings that have to do with our relationship, right? Your relationship with me, my relationship with you, and your partner. Because if the energy with that is between me and you also includes your partner. But these are not bad cards. I'm going to be honest, okay? Okay. So as I'm seeing this, it's more about like I'm just seeing more about, your life hasn't been so much surrounded the energies that I'm having to deal with when it comes to our family. Because the truth is, you are somebody who tries to keep secure in your own space. Even if people are coming at you from every which way, you tend to keep yourself protected in this bubble from the stress and the grief that people try to bring to you. Oh, did you hear about blah, 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 blah? And you're just like, you know what? I don't really want to hear this. This could be you and your partner. The grief that okay, so we got the Empress too. 4 cards came out, so I'll break them down. But this mother figure could be bringing this stress and grief, and so you're just like, I just need to find a way to find balance in my life and cut out all the noise that this person brings. And then the Strength card, I don't know why her face is really standing out to me. Like, I'm almost getting it like two-faced, because these two came out, right? This mother's two-faced. And so this, not because they're two-faced, it brings you a lot of anxiety. Like, I don't want to say anxiety. It's just like headaches. Like, God damn it, get away from me. You know, you're trying to stay balanced and peaceful in your own situation, but this two-faced mother figure is bringing you all this grief. That's what the lack of balance in the relationships is. Working too hard, or working multiple jobs. Again, okay, I don't know why I got this one with the Three of Wands, why I went to that. It's like you're waiting for something big to come in. And it's I'm not saying that it's not going to come in, but it's like you might be waiting on the wrong thing. You're waiting for a ship to come in when you should be waiting for an airplane, kind of thing. So you're waiting for that ship to come in, and here you are juggling, you know. You're on a boat, on a tightrope, juggling lots of different things, and you're just like, I just want to find balance in my life, but I can't when I have this two-faced person coming at me. And it doesn't have to be just a mother figure. Oh, it could be somebody who's pregnant. It's a mother figure, so it could be your mother, it could be another person who is a mother, who's pregnant, who comes in with all this bullshit, right? And you're like, oh, just give me a headache, go away, because this person is two-faced, and you're just like, you just want to find balance in your life. And that's what the lack of balance in your relationships. It's not your love relationship, it's your family dynamic. So it's Spirit saying you need to go within. You need to go within to get the clarity about this situation. And then we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom. This is like, and underneath that is the juggling. So find something that you find that makes your heart like excited, that makes you excited to get up and do it. And we, like I said, around Thanksgiving, we talked about this. You know, it might require you to juggle, and you know, I'm not saying, you know, go off and quit your job, no, but start to kind of get your feet wet and find things that you find a lot of joy and passion in. It's necessary for you to do that, and to keep healthy boundaries with the people who create the headaches in your life. And it doesn't have to just be your family, it could be work too. Okay. All right. Anything else? What about his partner? What message do you have for his partner? Right now, okay, so for your in your relationship, your partner, this is a separate message for this person. This is like, right now you're in a time of confusion and indecision. It's like a lot of information overload for you. What is this information about? What is this information about? Oh, okay, so you have a lot on your plate right now when it comes to someone in your family, and it's like you're trying to figure out the best way to maneuver through these waters, these difficult waters. Like, it's moving away from troubled waters, but you're feeling very nostalgic. You might be feeling nostalgic, and you're like, you know, there's just too much information to process. I don't know how to get out of this situation that's leaving me feeling, you know, trapped and heartbroken and stuck. Spirit's saying, take a leap of faith. You need to take a leap of faith away from anything that's toxic in your life. Anything. Family, friends, jobs, whatever that may be. You need to move away from that. Stop being in this. Right now there's indecision, right? There's confusion, there's too much information, so it's keeping you in this hangman position, not sure which way to move. The hangman talks about getting a different perspective. When you get that different perspective, you're going to have the happiness that you seek. You're going to get the clarity that the clarity that you seek. The Judgment card talks about getting getting clarity and making a final judgment call, making a final decision. Again, getting the intuition, the clarity that you need, going within to get the happiness that you desire. Don't worry so much about other people. What you really need to focus on is what do you need to move away from to get the happiness the desired outcome that you want. Okay? It might require walking away from a father figure and focusing on your work. But right now you're feeling like, I feel trapped, but you're not. She sees herself in the mirror as being bound and trapped, but down here she's not. She really isn't. So that's why Spirit's saying you need to get the clarity. Where is that card? Get the clarity, so you can make the judgment call that you need to make that final decision. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna leave that one there. That was very, very short, but that's because I'm not getting the craziness like from the other ones. So this is for the youngest sibling, okay? And his partner, his fiance. So all right, guys, I think I'm gonna leave that there. I hope this helped, and thank you for being you. And remember to stay balanced. Don't allow, like, I'm not telling you listen to me and only me. No, like, block out my noise, block out other people's noise, and get the clarity for yourself. That's all you can do. Don't trust what other people tell you, but learn to trust yourself and not just the information that other people feed you. All right, guys, that's what yeah, it might require you to move away from some people if you want to have a healthy, happy, balanced home environment in your own lives. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah. You might not like that you have to move away from your home life or home, the family dynamic, but you're gonna find happiness if you learn how to trust yourself, your intuition. Okay, guys? All right, I'm going to leave that one there. I hope this helped, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, we are going on to the next story. Now, we are talking about nieces, nephews, but there's only one in particular that I'm going to be looking into. Okay? Yeah, so I decided not to put names out there, but for the people who have been keeping up with the gossip, surrounding me and what's going on in my family, you'll know who it is. Okay? So I'm just here to share my sides and the truth of it, all right? Because it's not really so much me saying, but it's the truth that's coming out through the tarot, all right? So we're going to pull one of these angel wisdom cards for the overall message for this particular person and see what Spirit has to say about them, all right? And tell me. Okay, yeah. We're going to start off with this one. Wow, okay. We're going to start off with the first card that came out is the Emperor. Again, this card came out earlier for the oldest of the boys, and it's the same. I'm getting the same vibe. Like, you want people to see you as, I got my shit together. I look at me, how high how tall how tall and how you want people to see you like that. Like, I got my shit together. And then we have the Seven of Air, which is a Seven of Swords. This talks about a loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions. Material loss. Be sure you are being honest with yourself. Embarrassing secrets. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. So, all right. I'm getting a lot from this, okay? But let's just start getting into this. All right. So the first card we got is the Emperor. Again, remember I said this is how you want people to see you. You want people to see you like, oh, I got my shit together. But the truth is, you you are deceptive at times, and you're very childish with the communication. Yeah, you're very foolish with how you communicate. You want people to see you like this, but you're deceptive about the words you speak. So you could lie, trying to make yourself look like this high and mighty. Okay? You're very foolish for doing that. A loss of, what is the loss of, take caution and be aware of others' actions. Like, you don't realize what it is that the people that are surrounding you, you're not aware. Again, like, I keep going back to this, like, immaturity. Like, you're very immature, you're very foolish. And because of that, you don't realize the type of people that you have around you. This is talking about take caution and be aware of others' actions. Like, people could be taking advantage of you. People could be taking advantage of you, and you don't even realize it, because you know, these people could be like puffing you up. Like, you're sitting here like, yeah, I do this, I do that. But people don't, they're like, yeah, you do this and you do that. But little behind, do you know that they're doing the same shit to you? Yeah, you need to cut them out, but you can't. Why? Because you're blinded. You can't see clearly. You don't see what's really going on. What are these embarrassing secrets? There's an ending coming. There's an ending coming, and it's going to be very disappointing and very sad for you. It's going to be painful. It's going to be painful. What are these embarrassing secrets that you might be feeling? You might feel trapped. Like, oh yeah. So you're here, like, trying to get people to believe that you're this high and mighty person, right? Not realizing that someone behind the scenes is like taking advantage of you. And it's saying, challenge those who try to act like they're in this position of authority, but choose your battles wisely. Like, you're not seeing things. You got two cards here of being, is this one? You got two cards of being like blindfolded, not seeing something. And because you can't see it, it's keeping you trapped and unable to cut this person out. But you're not seeing it because it's almost like you're blinding yourself. Why? Because you're being deceptive. You're being foolish with the way you communicate. The things you say to people. You could be flat out lying. You could be lying, and when you lie on other people or just make things up, it's going to come out. The truth is going to come out. And it's going to be more embarrassing for you when the truth comes out. Why? Because you were being deceptive. What is to take caution, be aware of others' actions? What is this? Sorry guys, let me look at this. whatever you're speaking, like you're trying to make it seem like it's, you know, oh, what I'm speaking is the truth, but you're hiding, like you know, it's, how do I say this? You're coming off like you're speaking truth, but they're secrets. You're not telling the whole truth. You're hiding things. And you're reckless with how you speak, and that recklessness is what's going to be your downfall. Because you come in very self-assured, like, you know, again, I keep going back to this, like the Emperor, where you feel this is arrogance. You think very highly of yourself, and I'm not saying you shouldn't think highly of yourself, but don't let you know, there's a difference between being proud of yourself for your accomplishments and having this overinflated ego, like, yeah, I'm the shit and you ain't shit, and you know, it's this arrogance about it. And this is how you're coming in, and because of that, your recklessness with how you speak about other people is going to be your downfall. It's going to bring the endings. And it's something that you brought on yourself. I want to say it's like something that you brought on yourself because you thought, it's like you were manifesting from this is how you probably feel, like I'm creating this life from my strength, but you're confusing your ego with strength, and it's like you're covering it up, your insecurities, and you're trying to pass it off as strength. I'm confident in myself, but you're just it's like you're yeah, again, you're trying to mask your insecurities and your doubt as confidence, but it's not. You're not confident. Okay, I don't want to say that yet. What else does this person need to know? 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 Your justice is coming in to balance the scales. Judgment. Justice and judgment. Whatever you've been speaking about is you're getting caught. You're going to get caught. And it's going to leave you out in the cold. It's going to leave you out in the cold. Yeah, you're gonna be, look at that, man. You're gonna be out in the cold, all beat up, because you got caught. You got caught. Why? Because judgment and justice came out together. This is karma. This is karma, man. It's like Spirit saying, expect that karma to come in. It might not have happened yet, because you might be really happy right now. You might be like, yeah, I'm riding high. I got everything I want. Fuck everybody else. You know, karma's going to come in because of what you've been speaking, lies that you've been speaking. You're going to be disappointed with your relationship. You're going to be disappointed because you might be offering your love to someone, and your lover's like, nah, I'm good. Nah. That's the truth about their lovers. This is karma for how you've handled things. There was this arrogance about you, thinking you were like, you had this overinflated belief that you were, you know, this overinflated belief that of your importance. And I'm not, again, I don't want to say that I don't want to sit here and say you're not important, but this is your ego getting the best of you, thinking, yeah, I'm, you know, people can't do it without me. You know, you think you're more important than you really are in people's lives. And a loss of personal, peace of mind and personal freedom. You were unaware of how other people were manipulating you. You were unaware of how other people were manipulating you, and you lost materially, financially because of that. You know, instead because an emperor is somebody who he's a provider. You know, he's a good leader. If he helps, and he doesn't tell everybody, oh, I had to help so and so. No, he just does it because that's what good leaders do. But you helped others just to say, hey, well, I helped them. That's what you did. And when you help others and give from that place, you don't get good karma. You don't get good karma. Because you do it for all the wrong reasons. And the whole time you're trying to act like you're this high and mighty position, like, oh, you know, so and so depends on me. You don't realize that there's someone else that you've been, someone else behind the scenes that you're not even seeing, that they're taking advantage of you. It's important for you to choose your battles wisely, and you have not chosen your battles wisely. We have the world. What's the world? So the world talks about starting new cycles, new beginnings, but with the Chariot, it's like what you thought was going to be a new beginning for you is going to change. The Chariot talks about change in direction when it comes to your life. So you thought this new cycle was gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It could be because the Emperor, what is this? Oh, the Emperor is you were persistent in overstating your importance. It's arrogance. It's arrogance. You weren't seeing things clearly. What else does this person need to know? What else is it? Move away. Move away from troubled waters. What's the 6 of? Truth. Move away from new conflicts. Move away from new conflicts. Conflicts. Be loving. Be loving instead of arrogant. You're confusing the two. You think you're being loving, but you're just really being arrogant. And it's needing you to understand the truth of how you're behaving and moving away from that kind of behavior. So when you give because you want to help, and you want to help others do better, help them in a difficult situation. But if you're going to be giving just so you can tell everybody, oh, I helped so and so, don't even give. Don't even bother. Don't do it. Because you're going to end up trapping yourself. Because it's like you were, again, going back to, oh, look at me, I'm so great, I'm helping so and so, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're telling everybody all this shit, not realizing that that there's people that you call friends and family that are taking advantage of you. It's like, and that's what this embarrassing secret is like. You have this overinflated ego and not realizing that somebody's screwing you over anyways. Yeah, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? If you thought that you were gonna have this new beginning somewhere, like if you thought you were going to get this new job, this, new place, or whatever it is that you were going to invest in your energy and your money in, there's going to be a change in direction in your life, and that's going to come to an end. Whatever it is that you were hoping to start is going to come to an end. And Spirit's like, that's the truth. This person is going to walk away from you, probably for work. They're choosing their work over you, and they're going to end this with you. They might actually be wanting someone else, to be honest. They might want to go somewhere else. That might have you stressed out. That might have you sad that this person is starting a new beginning somewhere else, and they're moving. They find more fulfillment somewhere else. Yep. Any final advice for this person? Final advice for this person? Final advice? If you want to have victory, it's saying if you want to have victory, you have to see what's really going on. This is talking about getting another perspective, a different perspective about the people that you have around you, the people that are doing sneaky shit. And the reason why people are being sneaky to you is it's like it's karma for the way you've spoken about other people that you've been helping. Yeah. All right, guys. Yep. If you're not going to give because you genuinely want to help someone, don't give. If you're going to just give to tell people, oh, I'm giving to this person, I had to help this person, don't do it. You might as well not do it, because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass, and it's going to hurt a lot more than what you've done to other people. And all because you wanted people to see you as this, oh, I'm so great, I got my shit together. But it's just a mask, because the truth is you're very insecure. You're still very insecure and childish for behaving that way. You want, it's like you want people to see you as responsible and grown, and all you do is come off childish, and because of that, like, you can expect judgment to be called. You can't talk shit, and you can't help people and then talk shit about helping them. You know what I mean? If you don't want to help, don't give. If you're not gonna give with a cheerful heart, don't give. If you're gonna be bitter and angry because you had to help somebody, don't help them. If you're gonna help them, do it because you want to. It's like, oh, my spirit, like, I really want to help them because they're struggling so bad. If you're not coming from that place of genuinely wanting to help someone, don't do it. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna leave that one there. I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys. This is the last one for the Family Matters readings. It's gonna be. I will come back to do other readings for like cousins, aunts, uncles, stuff like that, extended family. But this is just immediate family. And I told you we were going to do parents, siblings, nieces, nephews, and children. So this is for one child in particular, and I think most of you will know who this is. So we're going to get the truth about this situation. And I'm not here to like bash anyone, because I will say, just like I was going off on the parents' part, that everything that we become has to do with our roots and our very beginnings. So when I go into this, I'm not going into this acting like I'm so, I'm so perfect and I haven't made mistakes. I've made many mistakes when raising my children. I had my first daughter when I was 16, can't remember now, but I was young and I was broken and I was not healed, and I brought that energy to my children growing as I was raising them. So a lot of times, guys, as parents, the reason why parents try to cover up for their children's mistakes is because they don't want to accept that the reason their children are like this is because of the parenting that we, that we are to blame. Part of it, we are to blame. But it comes to a point in these people's lives, in our children's lives, where like, all right, you got to take responsibility for your own life. And I have done my work as far as healing myself. And once I was able to heal myself, I went back to all those relationships to try and mend these relationships. And I try to fix things with my parents. I try to fix things with my siblings. I try to fix things with my children. And they refused. They didn't want nothing. Or they pretended they wanted to, and they really just kind of were manipulating and being deceptive behind the scenes, because they're, one of my kids, she was very angry at the way I was, raising her. And trust me, she had a hard time. I wasn't the best mother. I was in very toxic relationships. Her father was never around. We struggled financially. It was a really hard upbringing for her. And I understand now it was because of a lot of the work that I still had to do on myself, which I hadn't done. So I came back especially to my children, to try and mend these relationships. And I thought this one was the only one that wanted to fix it, and she ended up being the one that stabbed me in the back the worst. And so a lot of lies that she's told others about me. She's accused me of stealing from her, being lazy, whatever it is that she, I don't know what the hell she was saying. I find these things out, and I'm like, wait a minute, you said that. And so she's been accusing me of doing the things that really behind the scenes she was doing. She was accusing me of doing the stuff that she was really doing to me. Okay. Sorry, guys. I wanted to pull one of these angel tarot cards. This is going to give us the overall energy. This is a message for this person. But this, I don't know why I'm not feeling them. They don't really. This one does, but it seems like these messages I kind of taken from me. It's like probably Spirit's like trying to get me to balance myself out. Yeah, this is for me. Okay. Okay. Well, again, I thought that coming back and trying to mend this relationship, because I understand my part in what I created. It's like you have to take responsibility for your children. It's like they are what you create, and I'm not proud of what I've created, what I've raised. Somebody who's very manipulative, very deceptive, very hateful, very vindictive, and she allowed herself to be manipulated by the woman that I called my mother. I grew up with both very narcissistic parents, narcissistic siblings, and I have a narcissistic daughter. And, I am in this position where I am trying to build my own, I'm trying to create my own, I'm trying to create my own thing when it comes to my work. And I have her, I have my family, like parents, siblings, talking down on me about what it is that I'm trying to do. And here I am, kind of at their mercy, really, because I needed a place to stay. I needed financial support as I'm trying to build this. And the whole time, the little bit of money that I have coming in, which isn't really even for me, it's for my son. It's only a very little bit. She's been stealing that from me. And when I finally caught on, she was like, kind of like trying to keep tabs on how I'm spending this money. Well, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. And if that money is really for my brother, then you should be spending it on him and blah blah blah. But what she's not saying to people is that when she before I found out that she had been stealing that money, she was out spending it on bullshit, on fast food, on, God only knows where she was spending it, shopping for herself. She was very selfish, and she just didn't care. She's very selfish. She's greedy too. And I'm at this place where I'm trying to build something for myself so I can be, sustain myself and my son on my own. And the whole time they're just talking down on me and trying to cause conflict. She's causing me stress and grief in our home because we live together, and she's causing me stress and grief, in my home, not allowing me to be in that energy to be able to manifest and create. And that's the point. Her and her grandmother were, in cahoots to try and make my life a living hell. And that's the truth. And so these messages really are, like I said, are for me. This is like a need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing. A spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, and leaving home. This is really me. Like this, she's been trying to hold on to me. Like, even though she hates me and she's miserable with me here, she can't seem to let me go. And if I go, it's going to be kind of on her terms. That's how she thinks. And so let's see if we can get another card for her. We got two for her, and we got the same one that we got last time for the last reading. A loss of peace of mind and personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions. And this could be talk in regards to allowing her grandmother to manipulate her and trying to turn her against me. It says material loss. She's going to lose a lot because of the way she's behaved with me and stealing from me, and like another reading, like kicking me while I was down. Embarrassing secrets are going to come out. And then we have the Two of Swords. This talks about being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Follow your own heart rather than to try to make others happy. So she, instead of trying to do her own thing, she's been allowing, her grandmother, grandfather, uncles, aunts, cousins to get in her ear, and she's trying to help make them happy. And how does she do that? By lying on me. She had been telling people, oh, she fell behind on her car payment. Telling people, oh, well, I fell behind on my car payment because I was giving my mom all this money, when in fact she wasn't giving me shit. If anything, she was stealing from me. Pretending there's no problem. Yeah. Pretending like there's no problem. There's a lot. She's we've been having a lot of issues with staying on top of even paying rent. And it's because she's been very reckless with the money. And she actually has her boyfriend living with her, and having their two incomes just to cover her part of the rent shouldn't be an issue, but she hasn't been able to do that. If anything, she's been stealing from other people, not just me. She was stealing from other people as well, and she got herself in such a big hole, financial hole, that, you know, she doesn't know how to address this. And so what she does is she lies. Oh, it's everybody else's fault. Oh, this person isn't paying rent. This person is doing this. I have to give this person that. When really she doesn't do shit for anybody. She doesn't. If I'm being real. All right. Judgment at the bottom. Judgment's about to be called. And then we got the King of Swords at the bottom of this deck. I was going to use this deck. This is about speaking truth. All right. So let's see. The Devil. King of Swords and the Devil, whatever it is that was speaking, like, there's lies. She was pretending to speak truth when she was lying. All right, Spirit, what do you have to say in regards to this situation? We got the Knight of Wands. What else? We have the Five of Swords, Judgment, Queen of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So someone who got caught being very cruel. This is also someone who's very sexually promiscuous. Judgment is being called on this Queen of Wands, and it could be in regards to the money. Her money is gonna suffer because of it. All right, we got Judgment and Death at the bottom. All right, so what can you tell us about this Knight of Wands? Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. What is this Knight of Wands? What is this Knight of Wands? Can you tell me about this Knight of Wands, Spirit? Knight of Wands. What is this Knight of Wands? What is this Knight of... What is this Knight of Wands? Ah, too many. Okay. Spirit's like, nope, take them. All right. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is someone who's very, who is cruel, right? Someone who is lusty, free-spirited person. This is somebody who's sexually promiscuous. This is someone who's cruel, someone who's getting caught, right? Why are they getting caught? Because they could have been, this could have been something that this was something that they were doing for work. They could have been sleeping around for money, and they're getting caught. Why? Because they were communicating to other people that it was me that was doing that. I was the one doing that. They could have also been saying, "Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so heartbroken. This person is doing all this stuff." But the truth is, what they were saying it wasn't true. This brought this person a lot of happiness to be cruel like that. It brought this person a lot of happiness to be cruel, to communicate that I was like this. This is my child doing this to me, saying, "Oh, my mom's a hoe. She sleeps around. That's what she does." And nobody else talks to me. I don't talk to the people that were my parents. I don't talk to my siblings. I don't talk to anybody. So, you know, they don't come and ask me, "Hey, is this true?" No, they probably just believed it. Wow. Yeah, she was saying, yeah. She was saying, "Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. This, you know, she brings all these people to my house. She could have been saying this because she was having issues with her car. She was having issues with her car, and so she was saying, yeah, I had to give her money. You know, I had to give her money. I'm struggling so much. I'm struggling to juggle all this because I have to give her money, and you know, for her and my brother. You know, that's what she was saying. But that was deceptive. That was deception. Whatever it was a lie. And the reason she was lying is because people around her were creating a lot of conflict. This was her grandparents. This was her uncles, her cousins. You know, there was a lot of people, you know, creating conflict, and that's really what her grandmother was trying to do. That was the point, to turn her against me by creating that conflict. Yeah, someone's getting caught. Someone's getting caught. We got the Five of Swords twice. Someone's getting caught causing that conflict. But it did bring this person, it did bring her a lot of joy to treat me like this. What can you tell me about the Judgment card? She was calling judgment on me when I was very patient, loving, and kind to her. I gave to her when I probably shouldn't have. What else can you tell? Yeah. Again, you know, I was trying to find balance. I was trying to create balance. I was trying to be strong in this situation. You know, I do believe that I was very loving and understanding and patient with this person, with her, and all she wasn't having it. She was just like, fuck you. And what did she do? She just created burdens. She added more burdens to my life than what I already had. I already had a lot on my plate, trying to get my business off the ground. My brother wasn't helping me, and he had a business degree. My mother was actually doing, you know, black magic on me, and the man that I used to call father, he wasn't even my father. He outcasted me. And then I had my sisters, you know, not really knowing what was going on, and she was just believing what everybody else was telling her. And then I had one brother, he's like, I just don't want nothing to do with this, and just withdraw. And then I had my child over here trying to add more burdens to my life, when all I was trying to do was bring balance and harmony and love to the situation. What else can you tell me about the Judgment card? Yeah. This Judgment card is going to come in like, you know, you created so many burdens. It's like, you know, this is eviction. This is eviction. And yeah, this is eviction. Lots of options. Like, what is that? And then the Five of Cups, disappointment. What's the Seven of Cups? What's the Seven of Cups, Spirit? What is the Seven of Cups about? Oh, you thought you had a lot of, like, you thought you had a lot of people that had your back. Remember all the people that you were trying to impress, trying to make happy. You thought you had a lot of people that had your back, but the truth is they're going to turn their back on you. And you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. They're going to turn their back on you because you did what you did. It's like you turned your back on the one person that, you know, tried to give you love and support. You created grief and conflict for this person. So that's what judgment is. That's what this judgment is. Not only are you going to lose your home, but the people that you thought were going to have your back aren't going to have your back. You're going to be trapped and disappointed, full of grief. We're going to look into this Queen of Wands now. What can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? What can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? What can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? She's gonna be, oh my God, yep. She's gonna be in there. This is nightmares, anxiety, grief, depression. That's the state that you're gonna be in for your devilish behaviors. What else can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? You might have some problems with authority. You might have some legal issues because of what you've done. Yeah, you were trying to do cause heartache, and you were actively being deceptive and sneaky and conniving. This is what you were trying to do, and because of that, you might have some legal issues, and it could be surrounding your home. Surrounding your home. Anything else for the Queen of Wands? If you thought somebody was going to come in and give you a helping hand, you thought, oh, well, I'd be all right because this King of Pentacles, I don't think this King of Pentacles is going to want this anymore. This person might walk away from you. You thought you had lots of people that had your back, but if anything, these people are going to turn on you. These people are going to turn on you. And this is karma for your devilish behaviors. You know, you can blame me all you want and say, oh, well, she was awful, she was this, she was that. But I take full responsibility for my mistakes and the things that I did when I wasn't in a healthy place in my life. It took me a lot to get out of that. And so once I was able to get out of that, I went back to everybody in my life that I wanted to repair these relationships with, and everybody spit in my face. Everybody was cruel to me and hateful, and if anything, they got a lot of pleasure out of turning their back on me when I needed them the most. And so, that's why for me, Spirit is saying, it's time to move on. There's more to life than what I have right now, and trust me, I'm looking forward to that. Leaving home, making big changes in my life, changing priorities. Where I used to prioritize my children, I still prioritize my son, but the other three that are no longer are on their own, they're no longer they're not my priority anymore. My priority is my son and me, and nothing else. Because the other relationships that I tried to mend, they just said, fuck you, I don't want. They wanted to move away from me. They left me out in the cold, thinking like, oh, we don't need this bitch. That's really what you guys did. And so now if people are like, oh, well, you should stay, this is your family. No, I'm not. And I know that you might want me to, you might want to think that having me around would be beneficial for you because, you're pregnant, you're going to have a baby. It's not as much as I never thought that I would be that kind of person that would, not to say, I never thought I would be that person to say, well, that's not really my problem. But that's where I've gotten. Yeah, I'm chasing my happy, and it's divinely guided. A spiritual quest. This card was for me, a spiritual quest that's going to bring me the happiness that I deserve. Why? Because I worked for it. You can't expect other people to make your life happy, if your life isn't happy, that's your responsibility to take control of your own life. I gave you the opportunity to try and to mend our relationship, and you made me believe that we were. And the whole time you were manipulating, you were being you were deceiving me, you were stealing from me. You not only were you stealing from me, but you were stealing from the little brother that you love so much. You lie and say that I stole. knowing damn well the truth of what happened. And in that, you convince other people, I need money because she took from me. And wait a minute. So you're accusing me of taking, and you're not only are you putting the blame on me, but you're stealing from other people while blaming me for stealing. That's shady shit. We're gonna look into your work. You're gonna get beat up, and yeah, you might get fired, you might get cut out. Whatever money you thought you were gonna get from this King of Pentacles is not gonna come in. You're gonna get communication that, you're gonna get communication because people finally get the clarity on you, the truth about you. Yeah. These problems are going to get resolved, and these problems are going to be resolved for me, and I'm going to have that abundance. I'm going to have that wheel of fortune, because people are finally coming to their senses about what you did. And this is going to cause a tower moment in your life when it comes to your home. Because that communication came in that you were cruel, you were reckless. And that money, if you thought there was going to be some dude that's going to help you financially, you thought you were going to come up. Nope. This could also be you, because the King of Pentacles is somebody who's jealous. Somebody who's greedy, envious, jealous, lazy, doesn't want to work. And so you could have been jealous about, oh, you were jealous of me? That's what Spirit's saying. Spirit's saying that you saw that this was coming for me, and you were jealous about the abundance that I was gonna get, and so that's why you did all this. You wanted, this is gonna be your karma when it comes to your finances. This is gonna be your karma. You're gonna get beat up in the process of trying to come up financially. You're gonna be struggling when it comes to your work. You're gonna have to do hard work, always putting in the work, and maybe even doing jobs that you hate. Why? Because judgment is being called. Judgment is being called. Judgment's being called on you. In this, we got the star in reverse. Judgment's being called on your arrogance. This is arrogance. This is arrogance. Judgment's being called on your arrogance. Wow. Any final advice for... Jesus. Hold on. A lot of cards came out, but only 2. And I'm going to keep... We got, it's the devil in reverse is freeing yourself from abusive, toxic relationships. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is problems with authority. And when I see problems with authority, I'm talking about like your family dynamic, the grandparents, the uncles, the people in your life that you feel have some kind of authority over you. Freeing yourself from them, because they're the ones who have gotten you in this, they've added to this, you being in this state and behaving this way, because you allow people. You're not strong in yourself, and when you're not strong in yourself, you allow outside influences to manipulate you, and that's what happened. They let you. You allowed them to manipulate you. With this, it's saying be cautious and be aware of others' actions. You weren't. You allowed these people to manipulate you and to convince you that I was the problem, when all I wanted to do was bring love and balance into this situation. Try to rebuild and mend the relationship, because I understand, like, I wasn't the best mother. I made lots of mistakes. And me trying to fix this, you became manipulative and vindictive, and we're like, okay, well, now this is my time to get back at her. And that behavior, that way of thinking, is what's going to cost you. Yep. You cared more about what others thought. You often pretended like there was no problem when there was a huge problem. And you allowed people to manipulate you. So because of that, that's why this card came out for me. Leaving home. This situation doesn't serve me. And so this is my card. Like, you know, it's this is the time. This is time to part ways. It's time to part ways. This environment no longer serves us. And that's what I'm gonna do. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the truth of what has been going on behind the scenes in my life. These are the players in my life that have gotten me to where I am today. And in no way am I trying to puff myself up and say, oh, I'm so much better and this and that, and I've never made mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes, but I've learned from them. And the players in my life have not. And that's why I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I gotta cut them out, family or not. And I'm cool with that. I've made peace with that. It took me a long time to like really think, do I really want to do this? Is it necessary? But yeah. Because these are the people who are spreading lies and rumors and gossiping about me, and that I'm this and that I'm that, all the while they're hiding who they really are. And I'm done. I'm not allowing for anyone to do that to me anymore. I will not bite my tongue, not when it comes to my family or the people I used to call family, not when it comes to people who I used to call friends, not anybody. People I used to call lovers, people I used to work for, nothing. Any injustice, anything, I will call this out. So Spirit's like, you have to start with your own. You have to clean up your own house before you go and point at other people to clean up their houses. You know what I mean? I've cleaned myself. I've purged. That doesn't mean that there's not things that aren't going to come up, but I've done my work, and I'm still actively doing my work, and none of these players in here have done theirs. Well, a couple of them. Maybe 2, 3, maybe 2 at least. And it is what it is, you know? I've made peace with that, and I'm okay with that. I trust me, like when I got invited to Thanksgiving dinner, I soon realized that they really didn't invite me because they wanted me there. They wanted me there because they knew that I was going to do something like this, and they wanted to indirectly make it a point to say, mind your business. Don't bring the heat to us. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But don't have people prying and probing into our lives. And it's like, but you know, the whole point is for me to be authentic and tell the story of how is it that I got to be where I am today, and it wouldn't be my story without the players. Not all of them are good, not all of them are bad. But you better believe that I'm going to be truthful about it. I mean, why not? You know, how can I tell people to be truthful and authentic and look at themselves truly and deeply while still hiding secrets? You know what I mean? So it is what it is, and I've made peace with it, and I'm okay with that. They might not be, But that's not my problem. If they want to continue to keep hiding, then, you know, they're going to have to find better masks, because I'm not covering any secrets for anybody anymore. Not when it costs me peace of mind and truth. So, all right, guys. We will see you next week. I think next week we're going to look into the exes and their families. Yes. All right. You guys might like that one. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time.